Labelexpo 2023. I'm going to visit Screen here behind me. Screen is a Japanese company, a Japanese manufacturer. It's a relatively old company. There is a logo on the stand this year. They are celebrating their 80th birthday, 80. Screen is a well-established player in the inkjet market, especially in the continuous feed solutions for different applications. And here at the Labelexpo, they are showing a combination of label presses and a particular solution for the flexible packaging applications on paper materials. On the Screen booth, I'm meeting with Juan Cano, who is the Business Development Director for the Flexible Packaging business unit. Hi Juan, thanks for hosting me.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Okay Juan, we have the Truepress PAC behind us. Let me say it's a little bit a strange animal in a show like Labelexpo, which is 99% label presses. You also have label presses in the Screen product portfolio, so please explain me a little bit what is this machine and how are you addressing the Labelexpo audience and this particular group of converters.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it's been a while since the last Labelexpo, and in the meantime, Screen has been developing a complete new range of inkjet digital printing presses dedicated to flexible packaging material or flexible packaging applications. We both on film and on paper. And in this particular case, we decided to bring our inkjet digital printing press for printing on paper packaging. Again, we see an increasing overlap between label and flexible packaging, and we want to offer label printing companies the opportunity to move into flexible packaging with a flexible and agile press to do paper printing.
Okay, and how does it work, and what kind of material are you printing today?
Sure, this is actually a water-based ink, food compliant inkjet digital printing press that runs at 80 meters per minute with a printing width of 520 millimeters. It runs uncoated papers, typically used in the flexible packaging industry. So we can go from a standard heat sealable paper like the one that we are showing today.
Can we have a look?
Sure. So this is actually this particular case, we got a 65 GSM uncoated paper, kindly donated by our collaborator Cooler Paper from Germany. It is a heat sealable paper, so it's just a uncoated paper on the printing side, and in the inside it has got a heat sealable layer to seal the package.
Okay, I see that in the beginning there is an unwinder. This is a Technow unwinder, but you can probably have different kind of unwinding systems.
Yes, indeed. This is actually a roll-to-roll application. So we start with the unwinder, we go through the printing process, and then we end up with a rewinder.
Okay. Then we have a buffering system and
Yes.
and the print engine.
Correct. So we go into the printing engine. So I'll show you the inside of the
Thank you.
machine. This is actually the Truepress PAC 520p. We go inside. It's basically essentially what we have. We got a CNYK digital printing engine using water-based food compliant inks. So we got all the different colors. We got the black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. That's the sequence. And then we got a heating drum to evaporate all the water and dry up the inks. It's a very simple configuration, but it runs very fast. It runs up to 80 meters per minute.
Okay, what kind of a print heads are you using, or which resolution?
The resolution of the print heads is 600 by 900 dpi, and that actually gives the packaging converters enough sharpness on the designs to cater for the typical applications in flexible packaging.
Okay, and what kind of dryer do you use?
The drying element in this particular case is just an electric heating drum that will actually heat the paper from the inside layer. So we'll be heating, in this particular case, we will be drying from the heat sealable layer. So it's temperature control, so it doesn't actually reach to a temperature that the heat sealable coating can be initiated.
Okay, so and these also, I can imagine, results in a less energy consumption.
Absolutely. One of the key benefits of inkjet digital printing or going into flexible packaging with this device is that it's less energy consumption, because you're using only a heating element, electric heating element, and there is no waste. You know, in digital printing, it's hardly any waste on the paper, and it's very quick to set up.
What are the main application areas, the main products that I can produce using this print engine?
Yeah, one of the fastest growing trend in the market in flexible packaging is actually the replacement of traditional plastic or film packaging structures with a paper equivalent, and that is actually to reduce the amount of packaging reduce the amount of plastic in packaging. And if that is actually your ultimate goal, this machine will actually enable you to move fast into this market, to develop the market very fast, changing the design, like this chocolate pouches that we have here today. It's an example, and that will enable you to have a fast degree of market penetration. One of the key requirements in flexible packaging, particularly when you're printing on surface, on paper, the inks have to be scab resistant, so we got inks are really robust, and also they have to be temperature resistant, because when the package is sealed, the sealing teeth, is actually can get to up to 250 degrees in some cases. So the inks have to be robust enough so they don't degrade, and the package is perfectly sealed, and you still don't lose any of the appearance. That not all the digital printing inks available in the market can actually achieve that level of performance or temperature resistance.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
again.
My pleasure.
The next stop on my walk on the screen booth is the area where the label presses are installed and are demonstrated. My host here is Carlo Sammarco, who is the Business Development Director for the label and flexible packaging business. So Carlo, thanks for hosting me, thanks for your time.
Okay. Good afternoon, Lorenzo. Nice to be here on film.
Thank you. So I see you have two different series of label presses. I'm warmly interested in learning more about what makes the screen platforms different and possibly unique for in this overcrowded market. And so if you're happy, please go on.
Lorenzo, let me take 5 minutes of your time. So first of all, if we just move here slightly, this is the screen Truepress Label 330/50 side machine. It's a very well-known product in the marketplace. It's a machine that has renown for extreme reliability. In this short clip that we're going to do, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a really unique feature that we've introduced to Labelexpo, and this is the digital priming unit.
Okay.
How have we integrated this into the machine?
Yeah, because honestly I cannot see any extra module, any priming unit.
No.
I assume it's inside.
Yes, Lorenzo, as you see at the front of the machine, there is nothing. We don't have a big flexo unit. We don't have a large inline priming unit attached to the machine. If we come this way and look inside the machine, what we have done is, in the development of the technology of the SAI range, we left space at the front of the machine for introducing what we like to talk as inkjet's functional ink sets. Okay, and one of those, if we come down and actually have a look down here, is here we have implemented a print inkjet module solely for jetting primer onto the substrate, integrated into the complete print head chassis. As you can see, it is nice and compact.
Yeah, I see the print heads, the print bars for each color, plus this extra line of heads.
Yes.
It's the same kind of heads for the priming, or is it a different kind of heads?
Exactly the same print heads. So the implementation, the support is equal to the rest of the inkjet modules.
Okay, and I can activate and deactivate the primer based on my requirement, or it's recommended or mandatory?
Okay, Lorenzo, good question. We've implemented the inline primer for two main reasons. One, in areas where getting top coated materials is quite difficult, the primer allows you to print to improve both adhesion and printability, alleviating mottling, getting nice smooth print and sharp text. The second is for improving a little bit of an Achilles heel of inkjet is the ability to print onto uncoated materials. So the nice thing about the inline primer, we only prime where we want to print. That means we keep the integrity, the feel, the nature of the paper without having to put a flood coat down.
Exactly, because there are markets, the wine market or the luxury cosmetics market, that definitely don't like to have a different look and feel of their beautiful and super expensive papers. So yes. I can imagine that a full flat, full bleed primer would be
exactly that.
Nonsense.
Okay, so that allows us to just print directly where we want to put the primer to improve the quality of that. The other thing that we're actually experimenting with the digital primer is actually putting textures, so that we will jet with the primer patterns, and then we can overprint to add another level of embellishment by using the primer. Okay, so we've seen the inkjet primer module in the SAI. The next thing we've done is we've integrated the SAI into the very popular Nilpeter FA Line. So this is an integrated line where we can do embellishments both pre and post the inkjet engine. So
basically a hybrid press.
I don't like the term hybrid. I like to talk about integration, cohesion. It's one sort of solution. Yes, we are combining different techniques, but I like to sort of think that the components that we have integrated complement each other. And what I mean by that, when people talk about hybrid, they talk about trying to put everything into the one line. Okay? So what happens there is you're only as quick and as effective as the slowest and the weakest part of your solution. What we're showing you here today are complementary elements of the integrated solution, which work at full speed and are very easy and quick to change.
Okay, so I suggest to start having a look. If you're happy to show me the single modules, the single parts of this integration, not hybrid.
Certainly, Lorenzo. So we start with quite a large unwind system, so we can take 1 meter rolls and 135 kilogram weight. Next, we go into a flexo module, and we're using the flexo module here today to apply cold foil. So we're putting down nice metallic foil onto substrates. From there, we go into the screen engine, the Truepress Jet Label 350 SAI. So here we can overprint, we can lay down 7 colours: white, CMYK, orange and unique blue, to give a very vivid colour space. From here, after we've overprinted, we go on to the next FA Line station, and here we have another quick change flexo unit. Here we are applying a spot varnish. We have an inspection system here just to check registration, and finally at the end we have the large rewind unit right at the end of the press.
Does the inspection system also check the color the color management, or is just for registration?
On here, we're using it solely for registration, but we can implement an inspection system to look for a variety of things. So to look for missing nozzles and to look for any missing elements of the print. That is something that we can add, should a customer require that.
Okay, so it's a way to combine the best of digital printing. I see, for example, here you are printing 3 different labels, 3 different versions of the same label,
yes,
on 3 lines, okay, with the main benefits of analog converting and embellishment.
Exactly that, Lorenzo. So for example, we have a label here that we have produced on the machine. So this is from the first flexo station we have applied a cold foil. So without the need to apply and insert different coloured metallic foils, the nice thing the inkjet does on our system, it produces very colourful metallic imagery. So by just putting down silver, we can put down a wide variety of metallic effects. After we've printed the colourful elements, we now apply a spot varnish so that we have a contrast in effect. We have the nice metallic at the bottom, and at the top we have the satin look, in the sky. But the nice thing with the spot varnish effect is we've also let the glossy nature of the paper, we've not completely hidden that, so that gives a nice contrast to the label as well.
Okay, how many of these units have you installed so far in the European market or globally?
Okay, good question. So with this is a brand new machine at the show. So in this current configuration, we haven't currently installed any, albeit we have quite a few interested parties in the machine. We've done a collaboration with Nilpeter in the past, and we have something in the region of about 12 machines currently working in very industrial environments that have been working for 4, 5, 6 years.
Okay, Carlo, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for showing me your nice new things and new features.
No problem, Lorenzo. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you very much.